Hello and welcome. My name is Jen and I'm so honored to be guiding you through today's gentle yoga flow. Today we are going to be working on a little bit of strengthening, so really breathing into our muscles, feeling the strength that we have come out from the inside. So I really encourage you to take your time, use the breath cues, and if you need to skip any postures, if you need to take a rest in child's pose or even a shavasana, that's totally up to you. So I will show you modifications, use what works for your body, and use what feels good. So today we'll go ahead and start in a comfortable seat. So you can sit with hips on heels as I am. You can also sit cross-legged if that is easier for you and more comfortable. If you do have any props at home, you're welcome to sit on a block to keep the hips elevated a little bit. You can always use a rolled up towel or a blanket as well. So wherever you are, take a moment to just kind of shift around in your seat a little bit, left and right. Get nice and comfortable, and then coming to center, pull your shoulders up and back 2 or 3 times. Good, and then reverse that, pull them up and around. Nice, go ahead and pause at the center. Drop one ear to each shoulder. Just getting a little stretch in the neck and maybe noticing if one side feels more tense than the other. Being mindful of those areas that need extra attention. And then pause at the center. Go ahead and drop your chin down. Use your hands to create a little bit of pressure. Feel a nice stretch through your neck and through the top portion of your spine. And then last thing we're going to do here, go ahead and gaze at the sky. You can shake the head out if you'd like, just really getting some space into the front of the neck and the throat. Good, breathe your way back to center. Sit up a little bit taller and keep your palms face down for now for grounding. We're going to go ahead and close our eyes and start to settle in. The most important component of your yoga practice is not how well you can perform physically, it's how strongly you are breathing, how fluidly you are able to take in your breaths and let them go fully. So let's start to cultivate our Ujjayi Pranayama, our victorious breath. Take a deep exhale wherever you are in the breath cycle. And then breathe in through the nose to a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, HA. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that again. Inhale, 5. Sit up a little taller. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seal the lips. Taking a couple good rounds of breath like that. And even though the lips are closed, you still want to cultivate that strength of breath. So make it audible as you breathe in through the nose, constricting the whisper muscles in the back of the throat as you breathe out. A lot of strength, a lot of action happening through the breath. So a couple more big inhales and exhales. And as you're breathing deeper and more intentionally, notice your mindset begin to shift from being distracted to settling in on the thought or the mantra of in, I am breathing in, out, I am breathing out. Good, last round of breath. Nice, go ahead and blink your eyes open. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Twice more, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice, drop your chin. feeling whatever you're feeling today. Acknowledge your emotions, anything that comes up, and then remind yourself, in, I am breathing in. Out, I am breathing out. Good, come back up to center. On your exhale, place the palms back on the knees, some seated rounds of cat and cow. So on an inhale, press into your palms, lift the head and heart high. On your exhale, round the spine as you grab hold of the knees for leverage. Couple more, inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in, look up, lift the heart. Exhale. Good, inhale back to center. Start to wiggle off those right fingertips. Reach your left arm up high and over. Now breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, get a little deeper. Again, inhale. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. Good, inhale, switch that up. Left arm comes down, right arm high. Breathe out as you get into your stretch. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, come a little deeper, really working into that right side rib cage. Exhale, reach, 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 spark the fingertips. Good, inhale draws you up. Now if you're cross-legged, go ahead and switch your legs just to create some balance in the body. Wiggle out the toes, shimmy out the shoulders a little bit. Start to inhale, sweep your arms in front of you and up high. Exhale, press the walls away. So actively press through the pads of the fingers, through the wrists. Breathe in here. Exhale, bring that down. Good, do that again. Inhale, sweep everything high. Exhale, press, press, press. Activate those muscles. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale. Exhale, press, press, press. Good, breathe in. Exhale, let that go. Nice job. Now start to bring the hands in front of you, interlace 10 fingers. Press the palms away, let your back round a little bit, drop the chin. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, you can come side to side a little bit, left and right. So getting into those nooks and crannies, getting into the side portions of the back around the spine. Good, come back to center. Inhale, lift everything high, flat back. Exhale, let that go. Nice job. Bring the palms in front of you. Come onto all fours. So tabletop the spine, shoulders, elbows, and wrists are in one line. Pull your navel slightly in to create a good flat back. So from here, breathe in. Breathe out. Coming into some cat and cow with some more opening through the side body. Inhale, draw your chin and chest high. On your exhale, bring hips toward the left, bend into your elbows until you feel a good stretch on the side. Good, back to center, inhale. Exhale, take that to the other side. Good, a couple more, inhale, center. Exhale to the side. You can slow this down a little bit if you'd like. Breathing in and out, no matter how fast or slow you're going. You're just working on your body, opening up those four corners of the torso. Pause at the center, breathe in, hold that breath, take another sip of air at the top. And then on your exhale, curl your toes under, press your hips back. So feel a good stretch on the back side of the feet and the toes especially. And you can shift around here a little bit side to side if that feels okay. Variation on fire toes. Our toes don't get deep stretching very often, so things like this are important to really work on all the muscles and all the parts of the body. So we'll hold here for one more big breath in. And on your exhale, come back to center. Flatten out those feet. Bring your left knee slightly closer to your right. Start to extend the right leg behind you. Keep the toes curled under. And a couple times, just shift your weight forward and back. So working on opening up the Achilles, stretching out the calf a little bit. Good. Go ahead and pause at the center. Draw your left foot towards the edge of the mat. Spin your right foot flat. Start to open yourself up. Gate pose. Pull the shoulder blades back behind you. Feel open through the chest, through the collarbone. Breathe in. Exhale, draw your right bicep over the right ear. Really press into that right foot. Reach, reach, reach. Energize the entire length of that arm. Breathe. And then come back to center. One more big inhale here. Exhale, everything squares back off. Lift that right leg behind you. Keep the foot flexed, and then point and flex it a couple of times. Energizing that grounding portion of the body, your feet and your toes. Go ahead and pause. Take an inhale, lift the leg high. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Nice job, looking great. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Take a breath here, pull it up a little higher around the spine. And then exhale, let it go. Coming back into your all fours. So you can wag your tail a little bit, so to speak. Shift your hips around. We'll take a couple more rounds of cat and cow to reboot. So inhale, lift your chin and chest high. This time, bend your elbows, then pull the belly in. Just creating a little more space for the vertebrae. Inhale. Exhale, bend elbows, pull the belly in. Last one, inhale, scoop the chin and chest high. Exhale, round the belly. Nice, and back to center. Curl the toes under, press your hips back once more. Just staying here for a couple breaths this time, so not as long. Good, check in with the muscles of the face. Can you soften the cheeks and jaw? In, I'm breathing in. Out, I am breathing out. Inhale, back to center. Flatten out those feet, bring the right knee closer to the left. Extend your left foot behind you. Keep those toes curled under, and a couple times shift your weight forward and back. Notice how just a small motion like this can really get into those muscles of the back side of the left leg. Good, pause at the center. Turn your right toes toward the right edge of the mat. Flatten out your left foot. Keep this right palm planted. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Such a beautiful opening through the side body. So breathe into it. Gaze toward the sky if you can. Keep pressing the whole of your palm into the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, draw that left bicep over the left ear. Now really lean into it if you can. Press into your right palm. Reach with the left arm. Feel your whole left side opening up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Inhale that back to center. And then exhale, come back. Everything squares off. Lift that left leg behind you. So really strengthening your arms when we're on all fours like that. Now start to lift that leg high. Inhale. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Really slow, controlled movement. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Pull it up a little higher around the spine. And then let that knee go. Shift your hips side to side a little bit. Good. Now curl the toes under. And instead of pressing the hips back, we're going to lift everything high, downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet here, right and left. You can shimmy out your shoulders a little bit. If you're feeling really tight in your down dog, go ahead and widen your stance, giving yourself a little bit more space. And you can bend your knees a lot. You want to get your heart a little closer towards the tops of the thighs. So melting it back, drop your shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. Now start to walk your feet up toward the hands. And from here, keep them hip width. You can use 2 fists here to measure. Reach for opposite elbows or fold the arms. And again, bend the knees a lot here. Reach through the upper body as though it were spilling toward the earth. Shift your weight side to side, front and back. Big, full breaths. Make it loud, let your body hear it. Good, drop the arms. Take a halfway lift, so tabletop the spine. Again, knees can be bent here. You don't want a rounded back that's too hard on your lower vertebrae. Instead, you want to flatten it out just as you were in your tabletop. So roll the shoulders back, take a big breath in. And then exhale, forward fold. Take that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips can be on the shins or on the mat. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root through the heels, bend the knees once more. Slowly start to make your way up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. Once you reach the top, pull your shoulders up and back a couple of times. Standing here Tadasana and feel the strength of your body. Wiggle out your toes, gaze down, and just visualize your feet rooting down into the earth. This is such a strong posture. Now pull everything up and back. Feel open through the heart, feel lifted through the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. From here, inhale, sweep arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one, breathe in. Look up if you can. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Drop your right arm down. Sweep the left arm up. And come over into a side bend. You can reach the hips toward the left if that feels okay. Try to keep the toes light. Breathe in here. Exhale, come down a little deeper. Good. Inhale, use your core strength to lift you up. Switch up the arms. Exhale, over. Resist that urge to pull the shoulder over and into the face. Try to keep this nice and open. Breathe in. Toes light, breathe out. Good, inhale all the way up. Nice, exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice, inhale, pull thumbs to your third eye. Exhale, press the walls away. Now a couple times, point your fingertips up and down. So really getting some motion into the wrist, preparing for some strengthening. Take some circles as well. Nice. Pause at the center, palms up. Take an inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, set your palms, step back, downward facing dog. And you can pedal out the feet once again if that's feeling good. Getting used to this posture little by little, starting to feel at home here. Nice, take a big breath in. And big breath out. We're going to work the arms a little bit here. So for your next breath, start to walk your hands back to the feet. If this is too much on your wrist, you can come onto fists, or you can just take the same variation, walking feet towards the hand. That's fine too. Just getting a little bit extra motion here. From here, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Twice more, half lift. Use your breath. Exhale, fold. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Start to bend the knees again. Root through the heels. Inhale, sweep arms high. Stand up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one, breathe up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Toe heel the feet to touch. We're going to take that same side stretch again, but this time with our feet together, so getting a little bit deeper. Finding our balance. Reach the right arm down. Inhale, sweep the left arm high. Exhale, come up and over. Breathe here, toes stay light. Exhale, reach, energize those fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. Good. Use your core strength to bring you up. Breathe in. Exhale over. A couple more breaths. This is some hatha based postures here. Come down a little deeper, really working on opening up the lungs. Breathe. Nice. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Inhale. Exhale, press the walls away. Now this time, breathe your arms down as you inhale. Sweep them up high. Exhale, pull them down. Inhale. Exhale. Stay balanced on 2 feet. Inhale. On your exhale, forward fold. Bend in the knees. Come down with a flat back. Nice. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. So we're going to take that same thing again, but a little bit faster. Not necessarily rushing the movements, just holding for fewer breaths. So really remind yourself, in, I'm breathing in. Out, I am breathing out. Shake out your head, no. No to any excess thoughts or anything not serving you creeping in, and then shake your head, yes. Yes, I am strong. Yes, I am here. On an inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk the feet up to meet the hands. Keep the feet together this time. Halfway lift, knees bend, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Lots of breath washing around the body. Right hand comes down. Left arm, inhale. Exhale, over. Right away, lift yourself up. Inhale, windmill the arms. Exhale, over. Good. Inhale, draws you up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift that high, look up. And exhale, swan dive down, bend the knees, fold with a flat back. Stay with your breath, halfway lift. Exhale, set the palms, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. Exhale, HA. Inhale, start to walk your hands back toward the feet. Again, welcome to walk the feet up if that's more comfortable on the wrists. From here, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Toe heel the feet to touch, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root through the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. Stand up tall and proud. Exhale, hands to heart. Drop the right arm down. Last time like this, sweep the left arm high. Exhale, come up and over. Nice. Use the strength in your torso. Inhale. Exhale, over. Great job. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, thumbs to third eye. Exhale, press the walls away. Flip the palms up, breathe in, look up. And exhale, bend the knees forward, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back to downward facing dog. Good, 2 breaths here this time. Inhale. Maybe pedal out the feet, exhale. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good, come down to the knees. Sit the hips on the heels. And just here to reconnect for a moment. So take a couple seconds here to pull the shoulders up and back. That was a lot of work on the arms, especially if you're not used to putting pressure on the wrist like that. So we're building our strength up. learning to take these postures little by little. Go ahead and change direction. And check in with your face. We carry so much tension in our jaw, especially in our furrowed brows throughout the day. So be very mindful if that's where you carry your tension. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Take a big breath in. Exhale, side out. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Good. Coming back into downward facing dog. So go ahead and plant the palms in front of you. Curl the toes under and press your way up. We won't be here too long, but find your way and be an observer of your body. So each time you find a posture, especially the ones that we come into often, like down dog, try to approach it as though it were the first time. So notice if your hands are curling up, actively press all 10 knuckles down and feel as though your palms are suctioned onto the mat. Now, the more you pull your weight back into the feet, the closer you get to that 50-50 balance between the feet and hands. So take a big breath in. Let your exhale melt your heart back a little deeper. And then slowly walk your feet up towards the hands, I should say. Keep them hip width. Bend the knees, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Now bend the left knee a lot. Plant the left palm down. On an inhale, reach your right arm high. You might keep 2 bent knees here. Just finding a nice twist. If you like, start to straighten that right knee. Maybe take some of the bend out of that left knee as well. Keep rotating the shoulder outward. Breathe in. Exhale, let that go. Switch it up. Bend both knees. Bend the right knee a lot. Inhale your left arm high. You might only be here, and that's okay. External rotation on the shoulders is not something that we do normally in our everyday life, but it's so important, especially if you're stuck at a computer all day. So breathe in. Feel that opening. Breathe out. Let it go. Shimmy out the shoulders, shake out the head. We're going to take a big stretch on the spine after that twist. So go ahead and use your 2 peace fingers to reach around your 2 big toes. If this is just too much, you're welcome to take ragdoll here just to lengthen your low back. If you want to take the stretch with me, breathe in first. Exhale, pull the forehead toward the toes. Breathe in, find some space. Exhale, use your bicep strength to pull. One more time, inhale. Exhale, pull, pull. Good, release that grip. Again, shimmy out the shoulders. Root through the heels and very slowly unravel your spine 1 vertebrae at a time. So come all the way up to stand. Feet are still hip width. You can always measure that with 2 fists. Basically, you want them straight down from your legs, from your hips. Pull the shoulders up and back. Stand strong, Tadasana. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, start to sit your hips back, Utkatasana, chair pose. First time here, so building some strength in the thighs especially. So gaze down, you want to make sure you can see all 10 toes. And you want to keep the knees from bowing in or out, so they're going straight forward. Now with your hands at heart, pull your shoulder blades away from your ears, expose your heart and chest. Tuck your tailbone just slightly, tailbone under, so that you can feel some space in your lower back. Now breathe in. Breathe out, get a little deeper. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Inhale your way to stand. Reach your arms high. And exhale, float them down. Breathe in, shoulders up to ears. Breathe out, let them go. Good. Inhale, sweep arms high. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, set your palms down, step the left foot back, come down to a left knee. So you can slide that leg back as much as you need to find alignment with your right knee. So the most important thing is that your knee is stacked onto the ankle, so a 90-degree bend. Toes don't want to claw on the mat, so let them be loose. And from here, just bring your hands up onto that right knee. And a couple of breaths, creating some space here. Again, notice the tendency that your shoulders want to scrunch up by the ears. Can you pull them back instead? Can you feel proud through the chest, open through the heart? Breathe in. Breathe out. Welcome to stay here. If you'd like a little movement, sweep your arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Once more, really strong and stable through the legs, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Let's all drop our palms down and start to slide the hips back toward that left heel. You might keep a bend in the right knee if you're pretty tight through the hips. It's totally normal. If you have it in you, start to straighten out that right leg and even come onto the right heel. Now here is a place where our necks want to crank back, especially when you're watching the class. You want to see what's going on, right? But we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, so let me encourage you to drop your head. Relax your face, maybe you flatten out the palms, and breathe here. Maybe you even shake out the head, encourage the back of the neck to release. Big breath in, big breath out. Again, inhale, exhale. Good, on your inhale, come all the way back up to that lunge. Nice, curl the left toes under behind you. So your right knee hasn't moved at all, but now you're feeling a lot of opening through the top of that left thigh. So a couple times, can you bend and straighten that knee? Feeling yourself getting stronger and more stable through the feet. Take a breath in. On your exhale, take a few small steps to bring your left foot in line with the right. So you're back at hip width here. You can measure that out if you like. Bend the knees and just find a nice ragdoll, sway side to side. Shake the head out, no. Shake the head out, yes. Great job. Keep breathing. Release that grip. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root through the heels, bend the knees. Slowly come up to stand. Pull shoulders up and back a couple of times. Stand tall in your mountain pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. And come into chair pose again, last time. So inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Here we go. Inhale, reach up, lift up. On your exhale, sit the hips back, Utkatasana. Maybe you sit a little deeper this time. You're creating some muscle memory when you repeat postures like this. Notice your body wanting to hinge forward. Try to keep it more upright. Shoulders pull back. Slight tuck of the tail just to protect your lower back. Wiggle out the toes. Breathe in here. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, come up about half inch or an inch, and then exhale, sink. Last time, inhale. Exhale, looking so strong. Come all the way up. Breathe in. Exhale, float the arms down. Power in stillness. Close your eyes. Notice any sensations coming up. Gonna breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, fold with a flat back, bent knees. Good. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, set the palms, step the right foot back, come down to a right knee. And again, shimmy out the legs as much as you need to, widen your stance, shorten your stance. The most important thing is getting that 90-degree bend in the left knee. And if this is really hard on your knees when you're in a lunge, you're always welcome to roll your mat under, kind of use that as a support, a little extra padding for your knee, or you can even bring like a hand towel would help with that as well. So just honoring our bodies, right? Not trying to force anything. Breathe your way up, interlace fingers, opposite thumb on top. Couple breaths here. If you're hinging forward with the torso, can you pull it back in alignment? And your chin even wants to duck out sometimes, so pull that back in line with the spine. We want to create a nice solid piece of upper body, strong through the breath. You're welcome to stay here if you want a little bit of movement. Inhale, sweep arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice job. Drop those palms to the mat. Slowly shift your hips back and play around with this side. This side might look tighter than the other. That's totally normal. My left side's always a little bit less flexible than my right. So yours might be like that as well, or yours might be opposite. But if you can, come onto that left heel, you're going to feel more of a stretch through the back side of the left thigh. Drop your head, drop your chin, maybe even close your eyes for a couple breaths. Can you still hear that strong, audible Ujjayi sound? Your breath, your life force moving for you, moving with you. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Curl the right toes under. And then finding yourself in this lunge, same as the other side. So you can keep your palms flat if you have the flexibility. You can come onto fists or fingertips, kind of tented as I am. Bend and straighten the knee a couple of times. If you have blocks at home, those can be helpful in postures like this as well. Go ahead and pause, take a breath, and then taking a couple small steps, walk that right foot to the top of the mat. Bend your knees and hang here. You can reach for elbows if you'd like, or you can just let your arms be heavy. Let the tops of hands fall to the mat if you're there, and just shift side to side. Good. Root through the heels, bend the knees. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly make your way up to stand. Shoulders pull up and back. And one more time. Good. One last standing posture before we make our way to the mat. So we're going to move into tree pose. We'll take 2 sets on each side. So really working your way into balance. And again, you might notice one side feels totally different from the other, and that is okay. That is natural. Be easy on yourself. So rooting down through the left leg. Start to bring your right foot to the ball of the foot. So you might notice you're already a little wobbly. This is kind of a kickstand that can help you out here. If you're standing here, body weight wants to shift to the left, so pull it back to center. Maybe you want to bring the sole of the foot to the calf. Maybe you use your hand to bring it all the way up to the inner thigh. Again, if your body weight's shifted, pull everything back to center. Imagine your rib cage knitting together, pulling your heart open, lengthening as though someone were pulling you from the crown of the head. Hands come to heart center if you're able. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another big breath. And then exhale, let that go. Shimmy up the knees, the arms. Pull shoulders up and back. Let's take other side. Root through the right. Left ball of the foot first. Notice how your body wants to go here. Maybe this is your posture on this side. If you'd like more, go ahead and pull the sole of the foot up to the calf. Maybe you use your hand to draw it up to the inner thigh. Avoid the kneecap, whichever way you're going, protecting ourselves along the way. Pull everything up and in. Feel strong. If you sway a little bit, that's totally fine. Trees are meant to bend and sway, but they do not break. So root down through the length of the right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, inhale. Exhale, let that go. Knees and arms shake out. Take a second step, holding it for a little bit less time. Root through the left leg and try to find where you went on the other side. We're going to attempt to go a little bit deeper this time. So if you're on the calf, maybe you pull it up to the thigh this time. Maybe you balance a little bit stronger this time. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next breath, if you're able, bring your arms toward the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Let that go. Nicely done. Left side, last little bit of standing. Root through the right. Get right into it. Sole of the foot to the calf, or maybe all the way up to the thigh. Everything pulls in. Press that sole of the foot against the thigh. Feel that juxtaposition. Strengthening and building awareness. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe reach your branches up toward the sky if you did so on the other side. Breathe. Nice. Last big breath. And exhale, let that go. Wiggle out the knees. So great, you guys. Inhale, sweep arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart. And from here, another breath into the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, set the palms, step back to downward facing dog, just as a transition. One big breath in. Exhale, come down to the knees. Cross the ankles behind you, come onto a seat. And bring the soles of your feet to touch here. We're just going to do a bit of stretching on the spine before we come down to our back. So wiggle out the toes, shift around in your seat so you get nice and flat. And if you're really rounded here, again, you can sit on a block or on a blanket to elevate the hips a little bit. You can also just lengthen your stance a bit as well. Wherever you are, sit up nice and tall. On your exhale, start to rotate the body one way. And you're going to feel a big stretch on that lower back. You can even close your eyes, start to tune in to this beautiful sensation of rotating, of mixing up all of those wonderful efforts and bringing them all together. And go ahead and pause and switch directions. We're slowing it down, and as we slow down, as we get physically closer to the earth, you might find it easier to re-engage with your breath, so deepening your inhales and exhales. We'll go ahead and finish that last rotation wherever you are. Good, sit up nice and tall. Exhale. Good. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Knees are bent here. Go ahead and straighten out your right leg. Bring the left foot across the knee. If this is too much, if you're already pretty rounded here, go ahead and just keep it as it is. If you're ready, sit up nice and tall. Again, shift around if you need. Use your right hand to hold on to that knee. Your left hand is going to become your kickstand here for this big twist. Right foot stays active, so toes toward the sky. Breathe your right arm high. Exhale, right elbow inside, outside of that left knee. Use that leverage to help your body twist. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, twist. Eventually you can cactus that arm if it feels okay. Breathe. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, back to center. Let that go. Both legs out long. Shimmy out the knees. Get any tension out of there. And then we'll switch it up. Left leg stays long. Right knee comes in. Play around with how you feel on this side. So asking your body, is this okay? Is it okay to move in a little bit further? And if not, then just back off. It's no big deal. This is yoga practice, not yoga perfect. Bring your right hand behind you as a kickstand. Breathe your left arm high. Exhale, hook that elbow onto the outside of the knee, and then sit up tall. Breathe. Exhale, twist. Breathe in again, find a little space. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale. Exhale, twist. Good, back to center, nice job. Let that go. Shimmy out the knees. Good, last one in a seat. Go ahead and get nice and flat on your glutes here. So remove any flesh from the sits bones. Bring your heels out to the edges of your mat so you've got a nice V shape. Again, toes are active. Sit up nice and tall first. Breathe your arms up high. As you exhale, bend your knees as much as you need to get your peace fingers around your toes. You might be way up here, and that's totally fine. Breathe into your low back. And on your exhale, use your biceps to pull. So instead of rounding and pulling, we're using our arm strength to pull us this way. That's going to get us deeper into our lower and mid spine, and it's going to help with flexibility by hinging at the hips rather than pulling the whole body this way. So take another breath in. Exhale, pull. Two more, inhale. Exhale, pull. Last one, breathe. Exhale, pull, pull. Now you can let that grip go. Bring your palms face up. Allow your spine to round. So we want to find that depth before we allow ourselves to round this way to protect the spine and to strengthen the muscles around it at the same time. Let your head and chin go. Breathe in. Breathe out, wiggle out the toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Slowly unravel the spine. You can use your hands for support. Bring your knees up, soles the feet down. Shift your hips up halfway up the mat. And for our last little bit of our practice, I'm going to guide you into Shavasana. If you would like to take legs up the wall pose, you have a couple of options. Obviously, if you have a wall next to you, then go ahead and just shimmy your glutes up close so that your legs are up at a 90-degree angle, like an L shape. If you don't have that available, then go ahead, and if you'd like to take this option, roll up the top of your mat, kind of wide, so not like you're putting it away for the day. And gently lift your hips until they're sitting onto that mat. And shift around so you get nice and comfortable. And then allow your legs to come high. And again, make any adjustments. So I like to have mine rolled up more close to my lower spine. So kind of between my low spine and my sits bones. And then a bend in the knees is totally fine here. You can wiggle out the toes. And if you prefer Shavasana, then go ahead and lay back onto your back. Splay the feet and arms. If you're in legs up the wall, whatever arm variation works for you. So they can come out wide. And they can come one hand on heart, one hand on belly. And just a few big deep breaths. Allowing the energy to fade, but the strength to remain. Still breathing, still feeling more alive in body and mind. And if you are in legs up the wall pose, go ahead and slowly shift your way out. Coming into Shavasana. Wiggle out your fingers and toes. Breathe here. Imagine a glowing blue light healing and soothing its way through the body, starting at the crown of the head, relaxing through the entire length, through each muscle of the face, the throat, the neck, easing its way through your shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Filling every nook and cranny of the torso, the spine, the rib cage, the belly. Sinking and soothing into the hips, making its way through the thighs, the knees, the calves, ankles, and toes, until your entire being is glowing, alive, and calm. A gentle sense of peace washes over you as you breathe naturally. Allow yourself to be here and now. We don't often give ourselves the opportunity to simply be still. So embrace it, lean into it for these next few moments. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. And if you prefer to close out your practice with me, then start to bring some gentle movement into the fingers and toes. Sway your head slowly side to side. Lick your lips and swallow a couple of times to clear the throat. And then with eyes still closed, gently make your way onto one side. Rest your head on your bicep and pause here for a breath in and breath out. Using your hands and the strength of your arms, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bookending our practice with seated breath. So a couple of times, shift your seat around side to side. Good. Pull your shoulders up and back, back and forward. Drop your ear to your shoulder. Coming back into you, but a rejuvenated you, a more peaceful you. Drop your chin toward the chest, and then gaze toward the sky. And back to center, breathe in, breathe out. Again, breathe in, breathe out. And last one, breathe in, wash it out. Hands to heart center, bow your chin. And some gratitude for making the time to get on your mat today. Knowing that each time you unroll your mat, each time you make that commitment to your practice, you're embarking on a journey. Be in the flow of your life. and be an observer of what comes up. The light in me sees, honors, and recognizes the light in you. Thank you so much for being here today. Namaste.